Well, two firefighters have been injured in two separate fires in just the span of a few hours. We're live at the scene of the latest fire. This is on Queen Street West near Bathurst. Chopper 24 is above the scene, giving you a sense of what it looks like from the air. But Courtney Heels is on the ground where she picks up the story. Courtney, good morning.
Good morning, Nick and Jennifer. And now that it's lighter outside, you can certainly see the damage as a result of this fire that broke out overnight. Where we are, we're right on Queen Street, and Chopper 24 is above where we are. This fire broke out at about 1:30 this morning in this row of businesses and also some apartment buildings. It's a three-story building, and quite a few of the units here have sustained damage. It's still not clear why this fire broke out in the first place or where, but it looks as though the majority of the damage is at the back of the building. It's quite obvious, especially when you see it from Chopper 24. Crews are on scene. They're going to be here for a little while. They're trying to figure out how the fire started. When crews arrived here this morning, though, at around 1:30, a firefighter was injured in this. We're being told that firefighter suffered some minor injuries, had some sort of medical distress while getting into the building. That individual was taken to hospital and is now in stable condition. We're just waiting on an update there. And we also had a chance to speak with Chief Pegg. He was here at the scene about 2 hours ago. Here's more.
Unfortunately, in the course of our operations tonight, there have been two reported injuries. The first is one of the residents of the building was assessed here by Toronto Paramedic Services and transported to hospital on a precautionary basis. My understanding is stable. So that's certainly good news. We also had one firefighter here this evening that was also injured in the course of his duties, again assessed on scene by Toronto Paramedic Services and again transported to hospital on a precautionary basis. And the most recent update I have is stable as well, just awaiting some further test results.
And overnight, another fire crews were called to this in North York. And at this fire, a firefighter was injured with serious injuries. What we were able to learn from the chief who gave us this update this morning, guys, he said a firefighter was in this building under construction, empty at the time, went off a landing into the basement apparently. There was no railing within the building, so the firefighter fell and had to be rushed to hospital. He remains at Sunnybrook, and the chief was just waiting on an update on the status of his firefighter there. So obviously very concerning to hear of two firefighters injured within really a 12-hour period. Next here at the location at Queen, the investigation, as I mentioned. I also wanted to point out the fire chief told me 8 people are displaced as a result of this fire, and you can certainly see why. There's obvious damage to the units above. So far, the Red Cross hasn't been involved or any other support systems, but 8 people won't be able to return home for some time. Over to you guys.
Okay, that is Courtney Heels live for us this morning about this fire. Courtney, appreciate the update.